Well, it was a 6-touchdown kind of day as the Seahawks dominated in all 3 phases of the game, getting a 43-16 victory over the San Francisco 49ers.
A lot of fun plays in this game. We gave up a lot of yards, but taking away the ball gave them, extra chances and stuff like that. So I don't worry about that so much. But we didn't tackle as well as we need to. We did miss some tackles, and some other guys did a nice job running in the open field. But it's a really good ball game for us. And glad to be at home. Glad to be playing in front of the 12s. It's a great feeling to be able to represent and play like that.
Russell Wilson was extremely efficient, completing 11 passes. 4 of those were touchdowns for 185 yards.
I thought we did a really good job tonight, being explosive in the first half, making a lot of great plays, and you guys made some unbelievable plays. It was just an exciting game. Guys made a lot of plays. Our receivers were excellent tonight. They made tons of plays, and when we needed to, we didn't throw it that much, but we were able to make a lot of huge plays when we did.
Got to give credit to the offensive line too. They do such a great job blocking week in and week out, and they don't get enough credit. But yeah, you want to be balanced. With this offense, we try to be dynamic in the run game and the pass game as well when we get our opportunity.
The running game got back on track with the team getting 168 yards on the ground, including a 20-yard touchdown run by Rashad Penny.
All week we've been practicing that perimeter runs, and Dwayne got a nice block, and then the receiver was also blocking downfield. So it's just credit to those guys, but something we just wanted to get back to the perimeter game.
We got great running backs. Chris Carson ran his tail off. Penny ran his tail off today. Mike got in there and made a couple of nice runs too. JD's now up, so that's a good thing. And so those guys are electrifying. And we even had some penalties that really brought some of those huge runs back. So think about what we could have done if we didn't have those penalties. So it helps definitely for sure in terms of what we can do. Across the board, we want to play action it. We also want to drop back. In the empty game, we want to be able to throw it around the ballpark, but also we want to be physical. We want to be able to run the ball downhill.
Bobby Wagner highlighted the defense. He finished with 12 tackles, a sack. He forced a fumble, which he recovered, and a 98-yard interception returned for a touchdown, which is the longest interception return in Seahawks history.
You can't talk about this game unless you talk about Bobby Wagner. He's had a phenomenal game. There's not many more things the guy can do. He had 10 tackles. He took the ball away from him on a fumble. He had a sack, had an interception for a touchdown, all-time ever longest play in the history of the franchise, and just did another marvelous job of taking care of all the leadership stuff.
Statistically, I don't know. It's up to y'all. I felt good. Obviously we had a lot of, the 2 big plays in the red zone were pretty good to kind of keep points off the board. And I'm just trying to do my job. I appreciate the D-line. They kept me pretty clean today. Appreciate the secondary for kind of, doing a great job and allowing him to kind of throw it in my area so I could pick it. So, I played good, but it was more my teammates, helping me out than me.
And of course, you can't forget about special teams. Going into the half, Nico Thorpe recovered a muffed punt, which led to a touchdown. And then coming out of the half, Tyler Lockett returned a kickoff for 84 yards, which also led to a touchdown.
I feel like the special team did their job. Just try to get a great field position for the offense and defense this time. Like a dog that ain't ate in a month, you feel me? Like that's your lunch right there, and you got to go get it. So it's definitely by any means mentality. As you can see, it was a big old dog pile. I was at the bottom, but definitely couldn't let it go. It was too great.
The way that we scouted, in the way that we were just looking at other teams and kind of like what they were doing against the 49ers, we thought that we had a really good chance to take advantage of it at kickoff return. And so even the way that he kicked it, normally I probably would have took a knee, but it's just one of those things where you decide to take a chance. And I took a chance. I caught it on a run, which is something that Pete always tries to talk about and emphasize, and it ended up working out perfectly.
Well, that makes it 3 straight wins for the Seahawks as they improve their record to 7-5. They remain at home for next week when they take on the Minnesota Vikings on Monday Night Football.